Hi all, welcome back if you're a returning viewer or subscriber, and if you're brand new to the channel, welcome also. Thought I'd do a quick update with regard to where we are. We're back in the UK at the moment and tying a few things up, and I'll talk about that later on in the video. However, I thought I would pay tribute to an ex-colleague, a dear friend, and somebody who had earlier subscribed to the channel, Lynn Jackson. We worked together for the same company for probably 40 odd years. Sadly, she passed away very recently, and very sad news. Even though we parted company work-wise last year, we still kept in touch. We still met face to face. Unfortunately, she was housebound at that time, but despite all of her illnesses, she never once complained. She encouraged me and latterly Sue, when she met her, to go with this dream, shall we say. She wanted updates, she wanted videos, she wanted photographs, she wanted the gossip, and I do know some of her family and certainly some of our ex-colleagues do view the channel, so it's a bit of a choker one this. But yeah, heartfelt condolences to all her family and all the staff that she managed. And yeah, I'm going to have to compose myself here because it's still very raw. It's only a few days away from the news, and but I know she'll be looking down on us and she'll be saying, "Chris, get on with it. Get your finger out. Stop pissing about and go for your dream." Apologies if this is a little bit morbid, but I felt it was necessary. If any of her family are tuning into this and they're seeing this, God bless her. And I will come back to you when I've composed myself again. If you are new to the channel and wondering what it's all about, we're trying to document the relocation process from the UK to Cyprus for typical expats. If you look back through the videos, there's hints and tips and comments and opinions so far. We will build the portfolio up as we go along, but particularly once we're in Cyprus for good, fingers crossed, just let you know that the one-way flight, which is part of your requirement for your immigration, has actually been booked, and that's about three and a half weeks away. So yeah, in and amongst all the admin and the packing and unpacking and selling and etc of goods that we don't want to take, I thought I'd get some steps in, and I'll update you once I get back into the house, because I'm getting a bit out of breath now because I'm unfit. So catch you shortly. So the neighbour curtain twitching sign has gone up, so no doubt everybody around and about will be going, "Ooh, look what they're charging for that." Anyway, Musk Dash. So here is what is now commonly known as Aphrodite's cupboard, with all the little bits and pieces, duvet sets, you name it, that we're going to try and squeeze into a vehicle. Let's go see how the admin team's working as well, shall we? So we've got logistics here, dining chairs, so we're having so much fun with bubble wrap, shrink wrap, you name it. And oh, let's have a look. The admin team in full swing. How we doing, Subu?
So much
more printing. What's all this? What is this pile here?
Driving licenses, tenancy agreements, banking information, pension information, savings information,
Never ending?
etc, etc, etc.
Right, I shall let you carry on. Don't forget there's no tea break until you're finished. I'm an hard taskmaster. Slave driver. Right, let's have a look at the rest of the situation here. So in here, oh my word. Honestly folks, this is organised. So it's a combination of what's staying, what's being packed, what's going to be sold, what's going to be given away, what's going to charity. Yeah, this is just the start. And right, I shall update you with a few of the other facts and figures in a bit. Mayhem. So as you can see, from an admin point of view, there's an absolute mountain of paperwork required, seemingly never ending. We've got, to help us out, we've got a spreadsheet which, as we go along, we're greening the lines out, the columns out, the tabs out and all the rest of it, just to make it look like we're doing something, because it seems like we at times walking in treacle, but it is what it is. We've decided to do our acros. If you're not familiar with that, there's a video on that. Essentially it's your police check, not because the current ones have run out of their 6 month time, but it's getting a little bit tighter, so we decided, you know what, we'll do them again. I know other people who have done. Cost wise it's probably about another £240–250, but it's a small price to pay if you can keep within the 6 month period and get through your immigration process. So we came back primarily to look to rent this particular property, and it's fair to say we had phenomenal interest, and they eventually stopped taking viewings and all the rest of that. There were 15 people on the reserve list, so we've got a tenant incoming now, so that's good. But if you're thinking of renting as part of your relocation, just be very wary. The fuse box, for instance, or the fuse circuit box, etc., had to be changed. There's nothing wrong with it from an individual living here, but from a renting point of view, it has to hit certain criteria. So that's around about £1,000 or thereabouts. Then you've got your electrical and your gas certificates, so probably another £150 on top of that. Then you've got all your bubble wrap and shrink wrap for stuff that you're taking with you. So probably this property, to get it to a reasonable level that it can be let, it's probably costing around about £1,500. There's also another property that we're looking to rent. It's about 40–50 miles away, so we're to-ing and froing up and down there. I've decided to put a new boiler in there, and as we speak there's a new bathroom going in, so that's probably another £10,000. I appreciate that everybody's circumstances are slightly different, but that's the cost implication to get properties up to a decent standard to rent it out for paying tenants. In and amongst all that, we've also been speaking to solicitors, accountants, obviously the said leasing agents, and the shipping company, the immigration company. So with regard to the vehicle, we're going to send one of those out, and we're just waiting on a shipping day now. Hopefully it'll tie in with our one-way flight, but as you can see, it's a pretty hectic period of time. So as it is at the moment, we've probably got about 3.5 weeks left to get everything sorted here, collect every scrap of paperwork that we need, because the last thing we want to do is arrive in Cyprus, hand everything, the documents, to the immigration team that are working with us, and then they go, you've forgotten this, where's that? So anybody that's thinking of relocating, it's not just a case of pack your suitcase and off you go. There's a lot more involved in that. So just thought we'd put this video together. It's nothing very exciting, and might pop another one in, but the next series of videos will probably be back in Cyprus. So thanks for viewing. Any questions, any comments, there's an email address below. If you want to look back on some of the other videos, which might give you a bit of an indication, help you decide one way or the other, might bring up more questions, you might have more comments. If you want to subscribe, none of it costs you a penny, and as I say, we'll ramp up the videos and show more of the diversity and what Cyprus has to offer. And by the way, regardless of what's going on in the world, get yourself over there. It's a great place. Catch you in the next vid. Thank you.